Hey, all you comic nerds, Jordan from Comic Nerds here. Well, your Nerd King here, and today is Thursday. So, new thing I'm doing is Comic Book Explanation Thursday, where I explain comics and conspiracy theories. And, well, today's comics explanation is the Clone Saga. This is one of the most confusing things in comic book history. I mean, like, Ben Reilly comes back. We believe that he was dead this whole time. But I'm going to explain that in a few seconds. This is also part out of two videos that I'm doing for Clone Saga. Because how big it is, and I barely have time to do it. So always leave subscribe, like, comment, and get ready to get your nerd on, because we're getting into this deep, like, anal deep. We're going, like, deep. Ah, shit, that sounds wrong. Okay, if you're a kid watching this, ignore everything I just said. Here we go. It originally started after the death of Gwen Stacy, which is a 1975 comic which killed off Gwen Stacy. Many viewers did not like it. They thought, why the fuck would they kill off a main character? But originally, without Gwen, if she didn't die, we wouldn't have Mary Jane. Most people think Mary Jane was the original person that Peter Parker loved. No, Tobey Maguire movie lied. The one with Andrew Garfield is on P because that is supposed to be what happened. And yeah, so this guy, trying to think of his name, he's a scientist. He was obsessed with Gwen. With Gwen, sorry, I'm looking at a Walking Dead poster. He was obsessed with Gwen. And he blamed Spider-Man for her death. Which, if you think of it, she would have died either way if he didn't catch her. Because the way when he shot his webs, it shot her, like her leg, and you hear that one little thing in the panel, snap. Which is referring to either the web, because you know how like rope, when you like straighten it out like really fast, it makes a little snap, like when you snap your belt. That's sort of like what it is. But Spider-Man's webs, some people say it's most likely her neck, which is true. But she could have been dead before that. You never know, from fear. Because it simulates your shock nerves. Like, she probably had like a mini heart attack, if you think of it. That's my sort of theory, but onto it. He made a clone of her, and he also made a clone of Spider-Man. They fought it out. Remember, this is 1975. The Clone Saga didn't even start till 1992. So if you think of it, yeah. But so he made a clone of Spider-Man. Spider-Man found out. They got into a big fight. It was, it's like, because the clone of Spider-Man thinks he's the original, which no, he's not. So that would just be weird. So they fought. They got into a abandoned building. It collapsed. We were to believe that Peter Parker, the true Spider-Man, was the one that made it out alive. And so, for like how many years? I think maybe almost close to a decade. We thought Peter Parker was the original Spider-Man. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I am very horrible when it comes to math. We thought the Spider-Man we've been following in the comics was the original. And then, 1992, boom, Ben Reilly comes. Which, they told us that he didn't die and he was the original Spider-Man. He changed his name to Ben, being from his Uncle Ben's name, and Riley being his Aunt May's maiden name. So, and then he becomes a Scarlet Spider, which is, I honestly think it's better Spider-Man, not because I just think his costume is extremely awesome, which, look at it, it's a hoodie, a ripped up hoodie, which, look at him, look how punk rock he looks. Yeah, so, sorry that something fucked up happened to my phone, which, I fucking hate it. But back to it, Ben Reilly made us think that he was a real Spider-Man, and that the Spider-Man we've been following all these years was a fake, which I would totally believe it if it wasn't so confusing. But then, if that was the truth, what the fuck? He had a child with Mary Jane. Little did Little does Mary Jane know she's dating not her boyfriend, just a clone made by a fucking pedophile that's obsessed with Peter Parker's old girlfriend. So yeah, they had a child. But it was confusing because Ben Reilly and Peter Parker, they seem too different. They're really different. And if you watch the Disney XD Ultimate Spider-Man, that Scarlet Spider, that's his name's not supposed to be Ben Reilly. It's supposed to be Kane Parker. Kane Parker is also a clone, but angrier he gets, he becomes better. So yeah. Technically, hang on. Brittany, I'm doing something! You do it! So, technically, Ben Reilly did that. That is it for now. Subscribe, like, comment. Sorry, it's gotta get cut off. I gotta do something. Subscribe, like, comment, always keep nerdy.